welcome to Not Another Crime Podcast. I'm Georgia Love.
I'm Sammy Peterson.
I'm a journalist.
I am not. Sorry.
Please.
Let
her speak.
Let her speak.
Hashtag. Oh, sorry. I have to speak. Yeah.
We have a guest today who I think we can officially call the official third host of this
absolutely.
podcast.
Yeah.
We have the wonderful Will Patterson / Scott Williams back for a fourth episode.
Fourth time. Woo. We're all
How
dancing.
exciting.
You can't see, but we all just got up and started
We
dancing.
started
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we
dancing.
started dancing.
We have loved having you as a guest on our podcast so much, and the listeners have loved it so much. We've just got you back so we can sit back on the couch.
And
not
you
do-
guys have got me obsessed with crime. Like,
Great.
I just see things and I'm like, oh my God, I can write that story and tell it to Sammy and G.
I'm so glad. No, this is great for us. When we committed to 2 episodes a week when
Yes.
we first started this, let's just say I have deep regret.
2 episodes per week is rough.
It's
a lot.
It's
Yeah.
a lot. So getting to sit back and have not just a story told to us, but wonderfully and getting to catch up with a good friend is beautiful.
No, good.
We're
Thank
very,
you.
very
Thank you for
happy to have
having
you
me.
back.
And tell us about your week, Scott.
Oh, look, I was going to tell you I had a good week, Sammy.
Yeah.
But I haven't.
Uh-oh.
So this week, Julia said the most hurtful thing to me
Oh, no.
that
She's
I've
sitting
ever
right here
had,
as well.
Yeah, she's sitting right here that I've ever had said in a relationship.
Oh, my God.
So I want to tell you about it. So yesterday, she was making an omelette. I was in charge of the toast.
Oh, disgusting. You're right. I'd be offended. Oh, yeah. Wait, that wasn't it. Okay.
That wasn't it. No. So
She's already
Yelling out
heckling from the side.
sidelines. Yeah, she wants you to tell everyone how good the omelette
it was
was.
excellent.
Good.
So then I get the toast, I butter it, and I'm like, do you want toast? I'm like, yep, I want some toast. I'm like, do you want it cut? Yep. And I said, triangles or squares? And she said, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't
Whoa.
matter.
She
Okay.
said, it doesn't matter.
Whoa.
How can you be married to someone for so long?
No, this is on
This
you.
is the end.
Like, and it doesn't matter?
This is on you. You married her.
I know that, and I'm not getting out of it now. Like, I know that as well. Like,
Too expensive.
yeah, that's right. I have to give her half my
That's the
stuff.
only reason. It's too expensive.
There's a lot less stuff, but it matters.
If you had to give her half her stuff, would you divide it in triangles or squares?
The most important question you have to ask. That's what a lawyer would say as well.
Yeah.
Triangles or squares?
Yeah,
But it definitely matters.
does
You've got to have
matters.
an opinion on
It
that.
matters. And
Right.
what's your opinion?
Triangles.
Of course.
You get more
I love
toast.
triangles.
You get more. You
Yeah.
get more toast.
Yeah.
Don't you? You get more toast.
Yeah.
I don't understand the science, but you do.
You do. I think
I
it's...
feel like Sammy doesn't have an opinion. You're being very
Oh, yeah, I
quiet.
don't know. I don't have an opinion on it, but I'm saying. But yeah, maybe I'm with
pre-divorcing
Julia.
you.
Maybe I'm with Julia, and you two are together on this.
Wow.
Dix has heard that was talking about food, and he's come
just any toast
literally
for him.
up to my face.
Extremely close to you. Oh, my God.
He's a
that's
close
too
talker
funny.
for sure. That's one thing about
We're
Dix.
talking about toast. I like toast.
I like toast. I like bread.
So up until that happened, I was having a great week. Like I got a new wallet, and I'm loving myself sick.
Yeah.
New wallet.
Triangle wallet.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a triangle wallet.
Is it one
It's
of those
actually a
Velcro
square.
ones?
No, it's not Velcro. It's called a Ridge.
Oh,
It's
that's a cool wallet.
If you want Ridge to sponsor the podcast,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
called
yeah,
Ridge.
great.
It's a cool wallet, right?
And they
It's
haven't
cool.
yet, so we'll bleep the name of that
Yeah,
until they do.
If they want
sponsor
to, I'll
us.
say anything.
That is cool.
It's a Rip
wallet,
Curl
man.
wallet.
My wallet it has diamantes all over it, and it says "You can't afford me."
That's good.
And when
That's
I
very
bought
good.
when I bought it, and I showed my friend, he said, "I think that should say I can't afford me." I'm like, yeah, that's true. As well.
I just wrap my money in toast. Right in my pocket.
Slip it in there. So
Yes.
anyway,
I'm really sorry about your impending
I'm really
divorce.
sorry.
I'm
This
sorry
is
to hear
hard.
that. I'm
it'll
sorry to
be
hear
all
that.
right. It's going to be. She'll be happy. She was happy before she met me. She'll be happy. She'll be fine. She can survive me. I told you that the first time we got
Actually,
together. She
Actually,
said
we
that.
were talking before we started recording. We were talking about having a lovely glass of wine. We're talking about our divorce, and when we did say something about divorce, and you might get divorced after this, Julie did clap.
Yeah.
So it's come up quite a few times already.
Oh dear.
It's fun to be heartbroken.
Very
right?
It's fun to be
Laugh.
heartbroken.
It's
Yeah.
just good to laugh.
God, we laugh.
So I've bought a more fun story for the Thursday treat.
It's about divorce, isn't
It's
it?
about
Yeah.
divorce. Yay! But before we tell the story, that I want to tell you about something that happened to me.
Okay.
Okay. So in 2001, I went on a trip to Japan,
Cool, man.
and my world looked very different back then.
Yeah.
CJ, my son, had just turned 6. I have to put my glasses on. So I have
Judgmental
made notes.
glasses have come
My
back on.
judgmental glasses. CJ had just turned 6, and his mum and I were still married, and I was fat. So I was over 130 kilos. Fat. So I was fat, right? Fat.
Keep saying fat, so
I'll keep saying
fat.
I was quite fat.
Fat.
So the first thing that happened to us when we on this trip to Sydney was that there was a terrible storm in Sydney. So we went Melbourne to Sydney, then Sydney to Japan. The storm delayed our flight, and then it was about 2 hours. We boarded the plane, and when the pilot came on over the intercom to do his normal thing, he said, "Ladies and gentlemen, we apologise for the delay."
Bless you, Diggs.
Bless you, Diggs.
You didn't like that bit of the story.
No. We apologise for the delay. We need to make you aware that because of the storm risk, we were not allowed to have ground staff working on our aircraft. This means we are flying with no luggage aboard.
Oh my God.
Your luggage will be distributed between the next 3 flights to Tokyo, and the airline will be in touch to deliver it when they arrive.
Oh, I
Distributed.
would
Just dropped out the bottom of the plane.
I would have become a Karen faster than you can say.
Oh my
the
God.
name Karen. Oh.
So I'm like...
Karen. Just trying to say it faster each time.
Faster.
Karen. So I'm like, righto. I try and make a mental note of everything in my carry-on, and we decided that my carry-on would be the one that had most of CJ's stuff in it. You know, some spare clothes and stuff for the kid, because whatever. And so we landed in Japan in winter with the clothes on our back, and it was cold.
Wow.
Right?
And some kids stuff.
And some kids stuff. And where we were going first was Disneyland. So it was hilarious. So CJ's mum only had ballet flats, so
Oh my God.
not suitable for 6 degrees
Yeah.
where they're walking around Disneyland. So
She's planning on doing a lot of ballet.
yeah. But that's what you wear on a...
Name of shoes, you fool.
I'm having
Not
some
ballet
fun.
shoes.
I'm having some fun.
It's not like tap.
Yeah,
Not like your mum.
Taking tap shoes. I take tap shoes everywhere I go.
I love you. You're a true listener, aren't you?
I met your mum at your show.
Oh,
'cause
did you?
Julia and I came to your show.
Yes, yeah.
And she was great. She was one of the best hecklers of the night. And I met
Always
her.
fun
and
for me.
Yeah, we chatted about tap a little bit. Your
Oh,
mum and I.
great.
It was great.
Well,
She
she's
actually-
actually starting to tap dance.
Yeah, she tried it on the wood
On the masonite.
just as you were going out, as you were going down the stairs. She tried it out with us. It was really good.
She's fun.
She's a lot of fun. So anyway, CJ's mum had unsuitable shoes, and she had to shop for shoes in Disneyland. Oh, right? So she ended up with shoes that looked like New Balance and Minnie Mouse had a baby. Right.
Oh my
that's
God,
fine.
I need these shoes.
But my problem was jocks.
Oh.
So I have to tell you, it is not easy to buy jocks at Disneyland.
Sure.
Right.
Never even thought about that.
Not easy.
Oh my God.
So at the end of the day, on Main Street, there's this little Western themed store,
Cool.
and they had Western themed Mickey Mouse jocks.
Sure.
Right. So I bought a pair, and then the next day I found out that an extra large in Japan
Oh no.
is not the same as an extra large in Australia. Right. So next day,
Is this the crime?
yeah. So the next day, I'm shoehorned into these tiny boxer shorts, which were colourfully printed with like holsters and chaps, right? And we head back into the wonderful world of Disney. So then CJ's mum and I are having this whole conversation because of the little undies. As I jemmy myself into another stupid ride where stupid music plays and little bears sing to me.
How
like,
dare you?
Oh, I don't like Disneyland.
Happiest place on earth.
Okay.
You don't like it.
All right. Turns out third time was the charm. The fourth time we've had Scott
The
here.
final time.
Here's my
friendship is
my
over.
theory. It's a giant human trap run by a mouse.
Oh, beautifully
And the
put.
problem is,
No, it's just not for me. That's all right.
it is the happiest place on earth.
We're going to talk about that. Foreshadowing. So I suggested to CJ's mum that there's no way that these rides are the same size in the US as they are in Japan,
Sure.
right? Because I was fat, but I wasn't US fat.
Yeah. No, yeah, fair.
There's
yeah.
no way, right? I'm not America fat. And then we get to Space Mountain. Space Mountain is the ride that CJ's mum really wanted to go on with him because it's the one she remembers as a kid. She's super excited. We bought express tickets for this ride. So we're standing in this very short queue and I see a Disney employee walking towards us. She's dressed in a Disney kimono and Mickey Mouse ears, and she just has this look of dread on her face. Right?
You would be if you were wearing that.
Yeah.
Hey.
So she shuffles up to me in that little kimono walk that they have to do because of the uniform. She stops in front of me and does this short little bow, and then we just look at each other for a moment, and this look of despair crosses her face, right? Because she's trying to approach what she has to say.
Yep.
And she obviously didn't have a lot of English, and she obviously wasn't in the happiest place on earth at this moment.
You said, why are you only wearing underwear?
No, that's right. What she did was she waved her hand up and down at me like Stoic does to his son in How to Train Your Dragon, and just goes, "Too big,
Too big.
too big, like that, right?
Oh no, Scott. No.
So CJ and his mum burst out laughing, right, which seems to relax this poor woman. And then she and I have a conversation in English where I'm sure I sound like a caveman, right?
Sure.
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
me too big? And she nods at me. I'm like, too big, no ride. Right? And she like shakes her head and I went, me ride. And
Me ride.
And then she shook her head and she goes, no, you come. Right? So we turn and we start walking towards the entrance to the ride.
Oh no.
My family are completely delighted by this turn of events, right? She walks us past the entrance to the ride to a door that says astronauts only. And behind the door, there's a maintenance room, and in the centre, there's a carriage from Space Mountain, right? And she says, you sit. So I go and sit in it, and she says, now close, right? And so I understand the assignment. I'm like, I have to show her I can close the
fit.
safety button
Oh,
Yes.
sure.
so
Yep.
that I can fit on the ride
on
in
the
Space
ride.
Mountain, right? So I pull it down and it clicks into space, in place. Click.
Into space. I'll
And
click
she
into space.
immediately jumps up and down like this, and she goes, "You're not too big." Right? So then, me and my family and my tiny underpants got to go on to Space Mountain.
Maybe that's why you fit, because they'd squeezed you in.
Yeah,
It's
maybe.
like a corset.
Exactly. So why did I tell you all of that? Why
I
did
don't
tell you
know.
that? We
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
Right? So today, it's because today's story is about the self-proclaimed happiest place on earth,
Oh
Disneyland.
no, I think I have to leave the record. I can't have you ruin Disneyland for me.
We're going to explore deaths at Disney.
Wow.
We're going to investigate the urban myth that no one has ever died at Disneyland.
Oh.
Oh my god.
And that rumour persists to this day. And we're going to examine the only murder which has ever taken place on Disney property.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I hate it. I hate
No,
it.
don't.
I
I love it. I
hate
love it. You're doing a great
it.
job, Scott.
Have you ever been, okay, Sammy, have you ever been to Disneyland?
I have not been to Disneyland.
Okay, well you can't comment.
I haven't commented.
He hasn't voted.
I haven't said a fucking word. Then you can't comment.
Shut up, Sammy. Get out. This is mine and George's podcast now. I've done it 4 times.
I'm out. Yeah, that's right. I'm the host now.
I am the captain now.
so angry at me.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh my
I
God.
did that.
That's great.
Okay, I love Disneyland. I love it. I love it. And I had a very traumatic experience at Disneyland in Paris where you brought up Space Mountain. That was the one ride that I wanted to go on more than anything else. And we were saving it for the end of the day, going around it. So I did an exchange in France when I was a student. And we went to Disneyland Paris with like me and another Australian girl who went, Marielle. I know you don't listen, but your husband Tom does. Shout out. Hey
Tom,
not to Marielle.
Good on you, boy.
Good boy.
And our host families, and we're saving Space Mountain for the end of the day. And it was like, the line's really long. It was like an hour long. So we lined up with a bit over an hour to go. So we get in there. So we lined up, got so close to the front, and they said, we can't go on. One of the host dads of one of their families came up and said, we have to go. I won't give her name in case she somehow in France listens to this. One of the daughters of the host families is in prison.
Oh.
She's been and his English wasn't very good, so his words were, she's in prison. We went, what? We have to go. She's in prison. So we all got ushered out of the line. One of the girls in the family had been caught stealing from maybe the Western shop. Maybe she was trying to get some Mickey
underwear.
Mouse jocks. She'd been caught stealing and was taken into the cop cells.
And you shouldn't steal.
You should not
I'm
steal.
saying.
Yeah.
Yes, Mr.
Scott told
Ordinary
you not to
goes to
steal.
jail.
Yeah.
You should not steal. And so we were ushered out of Disneyland. Marielle and I still didn't really know what was going on because they're all speaking very fast in French to each other and very panicked and, not speaking French in a way for us to easily understand. They're all dealing with this on their own. So we had heard she's in prison and we were ushered out in the car leaving and like no one's kind of speaking to each other and it was very awkward. And then we pulled up at a cop shop, like at the police station, and they went in and got the daughter out, and then we had the longest, quietest ride back home, and we were going, we just really wanted to go on Space Mountain.
That's not fair.
That's not
All
fair
that
at
to
all.
say, there's my crime story from Disneyland for you.
Well, I promise you I'm not going to ruin Disneyland for you, okay?
Good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good.
I'll allow you to continue.
Thank you.
And I have no opinion on Disneyland.
Nor should you. So the Disney Corporation was founded in 1923 by brothers Walt and Roy Disney.
Haven't heard of them.
Never heard of him. Many people did not know that while Walt was the dreamer, Roy was the businessman. And he was the chairman of the board for most of the company's history. Disney's first success was with the short animation Steamboat Willie, which popularised. Can somebody say that word for me, please? Mickey Mouse, a character that became the mascot for the company. In 1934, Walt started a brave venture to create a full-length animated film based on the classic children's tale Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. His brother Roy and Walt argued throughout production, with Roy worried the feature would bankrupt the company. Costs blew out from the budget of $150,000
Oh my God.
to $1.5 million
Back then.
in 1934,
Oh my
What?
God.
which is the equivalent of around $36 million today. Luckily, the film was a huge success and grossed over $8 million at the box office.
Yeah, I was going to say what did you say? 36 million.
36 million to make
Equivalent.
today. Yeah.
Today.
That's normal for making a movie now, isn't it?
For an animated
If
feature,
not-
that's cheap.
Yeah, exactly. Wow.
yeah.
So we were like, whoa. I was like, oh, actually.
One of the first ones.
Yeah,
They were
yeah.
terrified about it.
But they made over $175 million.
Wow.
So on the back of the success, Walt spent some time with his family and he was with his children in Griffith Park in Los Angeles. He was watching them ride a merry-go-round and he had an idea and started sketching an idea of a Disney-themed park. He purchased a 160-acre orange grove in Anaheim, California in 1953 and he built the park in 2 years,
Oh, wow. That's quick.
from 1953 to the opening on the 17th of July 1955.
I feel like that's really fast.
Yeah.
It's really fast.
For a whole
Wow.
park. Yeah, it's massive.
Really fast. Opening day was a disaster
Oh.
at Disneyland. There was record heat. The asphalt of Main Street, USA was melting and sticking to people's shoes.
Oh.
There was no parking. Queues were miles long and Mr. Toad's Wild Ride kept breaking down and all the water fountains ran dry.
Wow.
Oh, my God. I mean, the
They
line.
put water in them.
The massive lines for hours hasn't
not
changed.
changed.
But everything. Yeah.
But Walt Disney was undeterred and in the first 10 weeks, more than 1 million people visited the site.
Wow.
Whoa.
In an early speech, Walt said that Disneyland should be for everyone. And as long as he was alive, he kept the cost of entry to $1 for adults and 50 cents for children.
Oh, my God.
Also something that doesn't exist anymore.
No, yeah.
Right. So let's look at the rumour. Is it true that no one dies at Disneyland?
What a strange rumour.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, dies at Disneyland.
I feel like that's just like a thing
You
that
say it
people
too
are
much, it's
always
like, oh,
talking
yeah.
about.
Yeah, I reckon.
That's what I reckon.
Yeah. According to several whistleblowers, Disney has a policy that no one dies at Disneyland. In a TikTok
They have a
video,
policy.
in a TikTok video, a person identified as Cruz describes a day he was working when an elderly man collapsed in line for a ride. There happened to be a doctor in the line who started CPR. Paramedics arrived quickly and continued resuscitation, in Cruz's words, long after it was clear that the man could not be saved. He claims that when he asked the paramedics why were they continuing their efforts, they explained no one dies at Disney.
Oh, my God.
Cruz claims to have investigated and found an unofficial policy that all resuscitation efforts must continue until medical staff have crossed the Disney property line. This way, when the death is declared, it is never declared on Disney property, therefore allowing Disneyland the claim that no one has ever died on the premises.
Oh, my God.
Oh my God. But that's also just really unrealistic.
Really
there
unrealistic.
Are millions of people who go to each park every year. Some people are going to have
Yeah,
heart
it
attacks
might
and
happen.
die. Some people are going to like.
Let's find out.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Pardon? Yeah, of course you can. Yeah, of course you can. Yeah,
No, you may
absolutely.
not.
Yeah.
as Sammy often says to me, let me finish the bloody story.
So the Disney Corporation has never confirmed or denied the policy, and the most they have ever said is if a visitor has a medical incident while at the park, all effort is made to ensure they survive.
Of course, which I mean, I
Yeah,
would hope
sure.
it is in any
Yeah,
public
absolutely.
place.
Yeah. However, the rumour persists. The book Inside the Mouse, which has been written by an unnamed author, claims we had a guy last summer who went to Epcot and stood in front of the golf ball and fatally shot himself in front of everyone.
Oh, God.
But he didn't die. The medic told me they kept him alive by artificial means until they were off Disney property. Like there's an imaginary line in the road that goes, he's alive, he's alive, he's alive, he's alive. Okay, now he can be dead.
Wow.
The website Snopes reasonably points out that the claim no one dies at Disney is a difficult claim to unpick because there's a difference between actual death and declared death. So, for example, if someone's involved in a car accident and they die in the ambulance on the way to hospital, their death is more likely declared at the hospital than at the accident scene.
Yes.
In fairness to Disney, because otherwise we would have had to say allegedly all
Sure.
the way through this, but I promise you everything is actual cases. We don't have to
Okay.
say allegedly.
Yep.
We're good. We're not going to get sued by
Good.
one of the biggest corporations in the world. In fairness to Disney, the Orange County paramedics who would attend any emergency at Disneyland do have a clear policy that says once life-saving efforts have commenced, those efforts must continue until the patient has been transported to a medical facility, even if the patient is non-responsive.
Yeah, right.
Right.
So
Yeah,
this
sure.
policy might be impacting what people say about
Yes,
Disney.
okay.
And I feel like maybe it's easy to make fun of Disney, easy to have a rumour about Disney.
Yeah, yeah,
I think
sure.
that's also the case anywhere. I mean, I wouldn't be happy if, a loved one had, for instance, a heart attack at a movie theatre, a movie cinema, and the paramedics just said, no, there's no point taking them to the hospital.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
dead,
yeah,
so we're
correct,
not
yeah.
even going to try.
Every effort,
Exactly.
yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
So it's easily proved that the no one dies at Disney is simply an urban legend.
Yeah.
But the truth of where the rumour started and some of the deaths that have occurred are much more interesting than the fiction. So we're going to talk about the death, that story that sparked this rumour.
Right.
On March 7th, 1981, guests were streaming into Disneyland for a private nighttime party held by ROHR, a Californian aerospace company. There was around 10,000 people invited, made up of employees of the company, suppliers and their families. Among the guests was an excited Mel Yorba, the 18-year-old son of an ROHR employee. Yorba was lined up to ride the Matterhorn, as were 28-year-old James O'Driscoll and his girlfriend Julie Holdner. While on the ride, Julie told her boyfriend that she had felt a man behind them in line pinch her bottom while they were queuing.
Yuck.
Yuck.
Once they finished
I think the same reactions to it.
Yeah, no.
Love it. Once they finished their ride, James O'Driscoll furiously searched the crowd and spotted Mel Yorba, who he believed was the person his girlfriend had identified. The men exchanged, he caught up with Mel near the submarine voyage ride. The men exchanged words and started to scuffle outside the ride. It appears that James O'Driscoll pulled a knife, and during the argument, Yorba was stabbed in the heart,
Oh my God.
Wow.
diaphragm, liver, leaving him with virtually no chance. of
Oh my
survival.
God.
Disney security rushed to the scene and they quickly called a Disney nurse,
Minnie.
who I assume wished
Hang on,
upon a
what
star.
do you mean?
Yeah.
Disney nurse.
A Disney nurse. So
I feel like we just need to say nurse. That sounds very not
Disney
real.
nurse.
So unserious.
According to media reports at the time, Mel Yorba may have been on the scene and injured for around 20 minutes before he was transported to the local Palm Harbour Hospital.
Wow.
James O'Driscoll decided it was best to leave the scene, throwing the knife into the moat around Sleeping Beauty's castle and discarding his blood-soaked shirt in a women's restroom. He was caught by Disney security hiding in bushes near the castle. He and Julie were taken to Anaheim police and arrested, and Julie was later released without charge.
Wow.
The controversy about this case initially stemmed from the decision made by Disney management not to call paramedics, but instead transport Mel Yorba from the scene in an unmarked Disneyland van with the nurse and security guard in the back with the victim.
Oh God.
The van contained no life-saving equipment, and with no lights or sirens, it had no way to rush the young man to hospital. An Orange County coroner found that Mel Yorba was in cardiac arrest when he arrived at the hospital, and there was nothing that could be done to save his life. On the incident, Martell Thompson, the chief of the Anaheim Fire Department, said, "We've been talking to Disney about this for years. Something like this is pretty hard to swallow, especially when we have a station 1 minute away."
My God.
Multiple Anaheim officials lamented the fact that Disneyland's reluctance to summon paramedics was based on the fear that the lights and sirens would damage the park's image.
Yeah.
So in the trial, James O'Driscoll claimed the stabbing was an accident. In his account, he did have a knife, but he didn't intend to stab Yorba. Do you want to guess what he said?
No.
No.
No, I don't.
No.
No. What do you
He said while they were fighting, Yorba fell onto the knife.
he ran into my knife 10
10
times.
Once in the heart, once in the liver, once in the
Oh
diaphragm.
my God.
I wonder if this is where the guy from the High Country Murders...
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Got the
Greg
idea.
Lynn.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I've got to be careful with this because he's launching an appeal at the moment.
Yeah.
But I've always, so it's a line from Chicago, the musical, when she says, and then he ran into my knife.
Yeah.
He ran into my knife 10 times.
times.
That was legitimately the defense
Yeah.
that Greg Lynn tried to use in his.
Same with this guy. This guy accidentally, ran into my knife and was stabbed in the heart and the liver and the
All
diaphragm.
different places, yeah.
So James O'Driscoll was found guilty of second-degree murder and sentenced to 16 years in prison. The
Second degree?
Yep.
They believe some
it
kind of
second degree?
accident
He
was
didn't mean
involved. Oh, fuck
Right.
off.
Yeah, wonderful catchphrase again.
There it is. So the family of Mel Yorba sued Disney Corporation for $60 million.
Good.
The suit charged that Disney failed to provide the youth with adequate emergency medical treatment. The suit asserted that Disney refused to summon outside paramedics to help the victim and instead relied on its own staff to care for and transport Mr. Yorba to hospital. Mel's mother was quoted as saying they had an opportunity to make this incident less severe by giving adequate medical attention to my boy after the fight, but they made a conscious decision long ago that they don't want ambulances or flashing sirens around to shatter their image.
It's hard to argue that, isn't it? Like, it's hard to kind of
To pretend that wasn't what happened.
understand why
they
they
did that.
didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Disneyland denied that it avoided paramedics to protect its image. That has never been and never will be the case, said the park spokesman Bob Roth.
Did they say why they didn't call an ambulance then?
It didn't.
No.
Yeah, okay.
The Superior Court ruled that Disney employee contributed to the death of Mel Yorba by ignoring park rules to call a paramedic in case of serious injury. The Disneyland nurse,
Disneyland
Minnie,
nurse does
yeah.
sound a bit better
Yeah.
than Disney nurse, yeah.
Elizabeth Miko, testified that she decided to take Yorba to a hospital in a park van because of an unwritten policy not to call outside paramedics.
Oh, right. Okay.
An unwritten policy, though.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's unwritten, which means they can't go, look at this policy, we can sue.
Yeah. Sure. He's just got a very colourful
Thanks.
unicorn that he's playing. He's got
It's
got to
really
play
nice
with.
and quiet.
Play with. The family's attorney, though, introduced a document from the park that said professional paramedics should be called for the life. I'll start
Sorry,
again.
no, if you can hear us giggling, it's because
It's
just ripped an
actually
arm.
destroying the
literally
unicorn.
ripped an arm off the unicorn.
Diggs, come on, Bubba.
That's the
It's not
end
right.
Of that unicorn. No,
It's not
He's
what
trying
you-
to
right
get
what you
involved in
did.
the crime.
He is.
love it. He is.
It's not right what you did.
It's not right what you done.
Not right, mate.
It's crook what you done, Diggs.
Can't play with you right now, mate. Go
It's
and play
crook
with
what you
Julia.
done.
Go and play with Julia. So,
Dear pal.
John Ludo introduced a park document saying that professional paramedics should be called for the treatment of life-threatening injuries, but the nurse said she had never seen that policy.
Oh,
So, how much did
hang on. How can a nurse not have seen, like, if
medical
your job
policy.
Yeah,
is there
yeah.
as a
Doesn't seem
nurse,
right,
all the
right?
policies.
No.
So
yeah.
you can see why this is the case that started the rumour.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely.
Disneyland, right? So the family, how much did the family sue for? 60 million.
60 million.
The family awarded $600,000 in damages, to which the mother said, we knew we owed it to Mel to have this case brought out so it cannot happen to anybody else.
Wow.
Because of the very public nature of this incident and subsequent civil claim, it is widely believed that this is the case that started the rumour that no one dies at Disneyland.
Wow.
But people,
Difficult as well because there's no way, I suppose, of proving or knowing whether he would have died had he gone in a ambulance anyway.
Yeah,
Like, he's
exactly.
been
Yeah,
stabbed in
yeah,
major
for
organs.
sure.
He very well
He
may
probably
have
could have.
died.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Which is probably, I'm thinking, what the argument for a $600,000 settlement
Yes.
may have been.
Yeah,
that there is
yeah.
no proof that that was the reason.
the
he
reason.
died.
Yeah.
Proximate, not proximate cause.
Yes.
Yep.
Improximate.
Improximate.
Unluck, yeah.
Improximate,
unluck.
if you will.
Yeah.
A magistrate.
But people have died at Disneyland over the years, and we're going to have a look at some of those deaths.
Oh,
now.
good.
Must be uplifting.
Really glad.
It's a bit uplifting, yeah. By the numbers, Disney has had 96 reported fatalities at their theme parks.
I feel like that's not that
96
many.
doesn't seem as much as I thought.
yeah.
Yeah.
You just think about how many people go through their
Yeah.
gates every day. There are so many parts. There's France, Hong Kong, Tokyo, Florida, Anaheim.
Don't look at me. I've never been.
You're like the penguins in Madagascar, though. You're like, that's a number we can live with,
Yeah.
Sarge.
Great reference. I think
96 is a number we
more
can
people
It's
have
96 more than I would like to have died ever,
Yeah.
anywhere. But I feel like, with the people that go through there every day.
More people have probably died at Andre Rieu concerts.
That's probably true.
Julia just rightly looked at Sammy and goes, what?
How did your brain get there? Is that because they're older?
You
yeah,
never-
there's
you
always
never question-
paramedics at an Andre Rieu concert,
You
and
never question
are you-
Sammy's
are
brain.
you
Michael
oldest?
Bublé. Pardon?
Are you oldest?
Out of me and Georgia.
Ageist.
No. Are you ageist? No. Ageist is the word I was looking for. Oldest is not the right word.
You the
Ageist is
eldest?
the correct word. You're the oldest. You're the older brother. Oh, dear. So by the numbers, Disney's had 96 reported fatalities at their theme parks. 21 of the deaths were employees,
Oh,
Wow.
with the remaining being guests. Interestingly, only 14% of the deaths have resulted in settled lawsuits, and the largest was a $25 million payout in 1998.
whoa.
So Disney's first fatal accident was in May 1965. A 15-year-old boy was injured after he stood up in the Matterhorn bobsleds and fell out.
Oh, God.
It was reported that his restraints were undone by his ride companions, and this was a dare. He died 3 days later as a result of injuries.
So sad.
Didn't die at Disney.
No.
Died Disney.
Fascinating.
Yeah, that's it.
Fascinating.
Foreshadowing. Many of the fatal accidents at Disney have been as a result of guests acting recklessly or not following the rules.
right.
So in June 1966, a 19-year-old man was killed while attempting to sneak on into the park by climbing onto the monorail track. Ignoring a security officer's shouted warning that the monorail was coming,
Oh, God.
he was struck by the train and dragged 40 metres down the track.
Oh, that's
my God.
awful.
Yep. Then in 1966, an 18-year-old man and his 10-year-old brother stayed on Tom Sawyer's Island past closing time by hiding in an area that's off limits to guests.
Oh, my God.
Later that night, they left the island and tried to swim across the river, but the young boy didn't know how to swim.
Oh, my God.
So he climbed onto his older brother's back, and his older brother drowned halfway across. His body was found the next morning, and the young brother was able to stay afloat by dog paddling until a ride operator rescued them.
Oh, my God. That is horrific.
Yeah.
I know. Happiest place on earth.
Oh, don't
Sorry.
ruin it for me.
Ruined it for her.
So some of the deaths have been ruled natural causes, such as Caleb Graves, who died after running the Disneyland Halloween half marathon in 100-degree heat.
Oh.
Reportedly, he clutched his chest shortly after he crossed the finish line and passed away despite receiving immediate medical care.
Also, that like natural causes and running a half marathon in 100-degree heat
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
not maybe exactly the same thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Natural causes, a heart attack, yes, but a heart attack,
Yeah,
Okay.
correct. In August 1974, a 31-year-old woman became sick after riding Space Mountain.
Oh,
Lucky escape for you, G. And was unable to exit the vehicle.
oh God.
Employees told her to stay seated while the vehicle was removed from the track, but other ride operators did not hear that conversation.
Oh, my God.
And accidentally sent her through the ride a second time.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
She arrived at the unloading zone, this time semi-conscious. She was taken to Palm Harbour Hospital, where she remained in a coma and died a week later.
Oh my God.
The coroner's report attributed her death to natural causes because a heart tumour had dislodged whilst on the ride and had entered her brain.
Oh my God. That is horrific.
But you never went on Space Mountain,
Oh,
so
oh my God. There was someone looking out for me.
Uh-huh.
I've never been on, like, I've been to Disneyland, Anaheim since, and I didn't go on Space Mountain. Oh my God, some high cause.
no.
Walt is looking down on me somehow.
When you were saying before about Space Mountain, I was like,
You're like, just wait, just wait.
Just wait, girl. In March 1984, a 48-year-old woman was decapitated when she was thrown from a Matterhorn bobsled and struck by an oncoming bobsled.
Oh,
Oh my
my God.
An investigation found that her seatbelt was not buckled.
Oh.
Witnesses state that there was an argument between her and her companion, and she said she did not need to fasten her seatbelt.
Oh my God.
Despite that, Disney settled the family for an undisclosed amount. So some of the deaths were not as a result of natural causes or as the result of the fault of a visitor.
Yeah.
In 1998, a 33-year-old man was struck by a heavy metal cleat that should have been fastened to the hull of the sailing ship Columbia.
Oh my God.
The normal tie line, which was a hemp rope designed to break during a show, was improperly replaced by a cheaper elastic nylon rope
Oh God.
that stretched instead of breaking and tore the cleat from the ship's wooden hull.
Oh.
It tore loose, flew through the air and struck one cast member and two guests. The victim died of a head injury at UCI Medical Centre 2 days later.
Do you know, was that a guest or the cast member?
It was the cast member.
Oh God.
Not on Disney property, though.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
The case was the largest settlement Disney has paid to date.
Wow.
They admitted fault and settled for an amount estimated at $25 million.
Doesn't bring back a life, does it?
No, Disney was also fined by the Occupational Safety and Health Association, OSHA, for the stunning amount of $12,500
What?
for improperly training the employee who tied the rope.
That's it.
$12,000.
$12,500 they were fined.
Oh my God. Oh, right.
After this incident, Disney reinstated lead foreman on most rides.
Yeah, I reckon.
And they allowed the Anaheim Police Department to place out plainclothes officers in the park to speed responses.
Wow.
So since 1998, there's been
That's it. Ooh.
So this was the first guest death on Disneyland property that was not attributable to any negligence on the part of a guest or a character.
It was purely the fault of the park.
Yep. In 2000, a 23-year-old woman exited the Indiana Jones ride complaining of a severe headache. She was hospitalised later that day and was discovered to have suffered a brain hemorrhage.
Oh.
She died on September 1st, 2000 of a cerebral aneurysm.
Oh, God.
I can say that, but not productivity.
Yeah.
Her family's subsequent wrongful death lawsuit against Disney actually changed the way Disney is viewed in legal terms.
I don't know much about aneurysms, but I didn't think they were particularly able to kind of pinpoint the moment or reason someone gets an aneurysm.
Sure. Yeah, no.
Sounds like in this case they have.
Maybe. So her family's wrongful death suit changed the way Disney was viewed as an organisation by the California Supreme Court. So in the California Supreme Court, in an appeal, they held that amusement parks are considered common carriers, and other businesses that fall into the category of common carriers are planes, trains, elevators and ski lifts.
Okay.
So what that meant is that Disneyland was held to a higher duty of care and should be judged accordingly.
Right.
And
they know they're caring for a lot of people, so you've got right.
Yeah, so similar to a plane.
Yes, yep.
So they settled this case for an undisclosed amount. In 2003, a 22-year-old man died after suffering severe blunt force trauma and extensive internal bleeding in a derailment of a roller coaster that also injured 10 other riders.
Oh, wow. God.
This was the one that's the train.
Yes.
I can't remember what it's called. As the train entered a tunnel, the axle came loose and jammed against a brake section, causing the locomotive to become airborne, flip and hit the ceiling of the tunnel.
Oh, my God.
The locomotive then fell on top of the first passenger car.
Was that the ghost train, the haunted house?
No,
I can't think of the other train ones.
I can't. It's like a Western style one,
Right.
Okay.
where you go flying around a corner and it looks like you're going to go to a broken part of the track.
Oh, okay. Yep. Oh.
So the investigation revealed that the cause of the accident was improper maintenance, and Disney settled for an undisclosed amount. They were not fined by OSHA.
Whoa.
Then there was an incident called the monorail incident. In 2009, during a failed track switchover from the Epcot line onto the Magic Kingdom Express line, Monorail Pink backed into Monorail Purple, killing Monorail Purple's 21-year-old pilot.
Oh, God.
An investigation by the National Transportation Safety Bureau showed no mechanical problems with the train or track, but did find that the track used in the switchover was not in its proper place during the transition. It was also noted that Purple's pilot desperately attempted to reverse his train when he saw that there was going to be a collision. Disney settled for the family with an undisclosed amount, and on this occasion, OSHA ruled the crash preventable and fined Disney $44,000.
44,000
$44,000
for someone's death?
Yep.
Oh, my God.
What I've learned in researching this is that OSHA don't charge fine.
No.
Terrible. So in 2016, a 2-year-old boy was attacked by an alligator at 9:15 p.m. on the shore of the Seven Seas Lagoon.
Oh, my fucking God.
Do you remember when we started this and Scott said this is a lighter one?
He said, yeah.
He said this is a light.
Yes.
It's a light one. Then
Yeah.
you're just naming
He goes,
heaps of deaths.
Last time we spoke about a murder. The time
Yeah.
before that we spoke about a murder. Don't worry. This is a
lighter one. Don't worry about
It's a
that.
lighter one. It's
a bit lighter.
A 2-year-old got eaten by a
Oh my
crocodile at
God.
Disneyland.
Get out.
Jesus Christ. Oh, my God.
So his parents unsuccessfully tried to intervene.
Oh, my God.
Get off there.
Yeah.
Get off there, right? Yeah. He's like, he smiled at me. And you should know
Oh,
never
you
to smile
never
at a
smiled.
crocodile.
Oh, no.
At an alligator.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true.
sorry.
Oh, they're the ones you see later.
Yeah.
That was very good. Sorry. That was very good.
So the boy was pulled into the water. His body was found the following afternoon in the vicinity of where he went missing in about 6 feet of water.
The following afternoon.
Yep. So since then, since the incident, Disney has installed rope barriers around the waterways.
Rope barriers.
Yep.
Just don't have alligators there.
And has added warning signs that there may be alligators.
I mean, there are
There are
alligators.
alligators, maybe. They're trapped in
There
trapped
are
in a small
alligators.
space.
There may be.
Oh my God.
There was no public lawsuit, and it is believed that Disney settled privately with the family. There was no fine by OSHA.
What? What are you talking about? What do you mean?
They couldn't find them because they weren't responsible for the animal. It wasn't an animal that belonged to Disney.
Oh, okay. So it was just an animal that happens to be in the, like it can get there from outside the
correct.
park.
Yeah,
That's why
so
there
if you
may
think
be alligators.
Disneyland in Florida, so you can
Of course,
imagine,
yeah, right. So it's not like a okay. They haven't put
Disney World.
Disney
in
World.
Florida.
World is Florida.
Yep.
They haven't put alligators in the moat of a ride.
No, that's right. They haven't done
Right.
Holy shit. Okay.
that. So
Not okay, but yeah. Okay.
what I've
move
written
on.
here is I'm going to end on a slightly more positive note, but I'm not sure that's true.
Oh my God.
We don't trust your judgment on what
I don't
positive
know where
is.
this is going.
I don't know, fourth and last episode.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, gosh. Okay. For many years, Disney's partnered with a charity called Give Kids the World.
Yeah, Diggs, you're right. I agree with his.
Fucking was amazing.
He also got upset
He's like,
about-
oh yeah,
Yeah.
right. That's his. Oh,
Here we
fuck
go,
off.
Scum.
Come on, mate.
Come on,
No
Scum.
one's paying attention to me. You've been here for ages. So Disney's created a village in Florida specifically designed to provide critically ill children and their families cost-free week-long vacations.
Oh.
The village has special amenities designed to support kids, spaces for their healthy siblings, and 24-hour support for their parents. As well as on-site attractions, a visit to Give Kids the World includes a special pass to Disney World, Florida. Wish families receive a GKTW button to wear, which provides fast access to all rides, and a special lounge where all food and drink is free, and there are special meet and greets with the Disney
Oh,
characters.
that's lovely. So it's like in Australia, Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's specifically a Disney one to be able to go to Disney World. Oh,
That's
what?
You've ended on a positive thing.
No, we're not
Lovely.
finished.
Okay,
But-
oh, God.
So in 2006, Rami Maswara, a 6-year-old boy who had terminal metastatic lung, spine and abdominal cancer,
Scott, don't finish this sentence.
Don't-
Don't
was
do it.
very-
Don't do
End
it.
of the podcast.
was very excited to travel from Israel to Florida
Oh my God.
to fulfill a wish to visit Disneyland.
And he had a great time.
He had
The
a great-
end.
Disney paid for he and his family's air travel from Israel
I hate this guy.
in a specially set up jet to ensure that he had a safe trip.
Oh my God.
On the 8th of August, he excitedly started his day with his parents riding the teacups, the Jungle Cruise and more. Sorry, the dog's just coming over to tell me to stop.
He knows. He can
He's telling
feel.
me to
He
stop.
can feel our anxiety.
Yeah. His father knew Space Mountain was the
Don't.
ride that Rami was looking forward to most.
Don't.
And so they saved it until the end of the day
Don't.
after they have enjoyed a delicious lunch at the GKTW Club. Rami and his father boarded Space Mountain at around 2 p.m. At some point during the ride, Rami lost consciousness. He was treated on site by Disney staff, and on this occasion an ambulance was called immediately. Rami was taken at Celebration Hospital in under 10 minutes, but he never regained consciousness, and he died late on August 8th, 2006.
Oh my God.
His death was ruled as natural causes, and the family took no action against Disney. His father stated that his son had died with his dream coming true in the happiest place on earth.
Oh
my
God.
And that's your more fun story
Yeah.
about deaths at Disneyland.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me
Right.
for the last time.
Thanks for joining us for the final time, Scott.
It was lovely to meet you.
Thanks for having me for the last time.
That's okay. Well, yeah, okay.
Okay, what I will say about Rami at the end is what a beautiful thing for the parents
Yeah,
to
that's-
look at
yeah,
it that
yeah,
way.
absolutely.
He's,
But
he's
also what a
terminally
beautiful
ill
thing for
child.
Rami. Like he
Yeah,
got to
that's
go
what I
on
mean.
he got to go on the ride that he loved the most.
God,
Yeah.
that's so hard.
All that happened for him, all that he knows is he lost consciousness during that ride.
Yeah.
It was literally his dream was coming true.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Oh,
God, that's
thank you
so
for telling
sad.
us about the death at Disneyland, Scott.
Yeah.
Can
That's
I
the
also
most. I haven't known you for that long, And I've been to one of your shows, and I find you a reasonably sincere person. That is the most insincere sentence.
Sounded like a question when I said it.
I also will say, you were so quiet in that after I turned to you at the start and said, well, you can't comment.
Yeah, I know.
You were
Yeah,
so
I got
quiet
shouted
the
at.
whole time. Oh, my God. I mean, thank you, I think. Thank you for bringing us a story. Thank you for doing some research. I think we can both agree that we
Yeah,
can
yeah.
thank
Well, it was a great. Yeah.
That's all.
Oh, my God.
Next time, could you please stick to murder?
Oh, no.
Yeah,
you think
yeah.
there's going to be a next time? That's so cute.
That's so cute.
So cute. Oh my God.
Thank you, Scott.
I'm interested to hear any listener stories about their stories from Disneyland, Disney World, wherever it might be. You know, I don't know, maybe we would like opened up a can of worms now about people's traumatic experiences at Disneyland.
Yeah.
When I have been there, bar the time in Paris when someone was arrested,
Pretty positive?
And
as you know, I've never been.
It's so happy.
Allowed
That's
to.
why it's
Not
not
allowed
said
to go.
anything.
When we came out of Space Mountain that day, as we started walking out, because you know how you don't know, sorry, because you've never been on it. But it's very dark.
You're on
You're upset
very
now.
thin ice, my friend.
It's really,
Just be
really dark
honest.
inside, right? So you come out,
famously.
we came out, and it was glorious sunshine, and it started snowing because it was winter in Japan, and it was
my
quite
God.
magical.
Oh, that is so. It's magic.
It's
oh
magic.
my God. I love Disney. I'm not a quote unquote
Disney
Disney,
head.
adult. You know how people like
Oh,
talk about
yeah,
Disney
yeah.
adults.
Yep.
I'm not that. I'm not obsessed with Disney, but I just I've got beautiful memories
Yeah,
of
you
Disney
just get upset when
movies
your friend
watching
hasn't
up.
been.
Yeah. Haven't had any friends decapitated. No one's been taken
That's
by
right.
an
You've
alligator.
ruined it again.
None
All
of
right,
this.
thanks for coming.
Thanks, Scott.
Thanks. See you guys. It's been nice.
Nice getting to know you.